All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome. Welcome to a game between Lin versus Moon. This game taking place here on Echo Isle. Excuse me, Turtle Rock. For some reason, I just naturally saw this positioning and thought, oh, it's Echo Isle. Then I looked down, like, wait, that is not possible. What's happening down across here? I saw a ping. Well, that was just an accidental ping. No crazy shenanigans. We are looking at an altar of elders being placed down instead of an earlier ancient of war. So we are not going to be going into any sort of tavern heroes. All right, Lin versus Moon in an Orc versus Night Elf matchup should promise to be very entertaining as these players have, well, played a lot against each other. And that's really what I want to see in Warcraft 3. As you're trudging along through the bottom of the ladder ranks, you don't see a lot of people you recognize. You're just trying to get better, trying to get better. As you start moving to the upper or not the upper echelons. I'm not talking about the Lin Moon levels, but even just the higher levels, right? The top 10%, not the top 0.1%. You'll start seeing and recognizing certain names. And then you'll also be able to develop strategies and get a little bit of a feel for their play style. Regardless of rank, just like in tennis, where the right the number one and or number 100 and the number 101 player are only separated by one rank, they could play the game very differently. Different strengths, different weaknesses, backhand, forehand, rallying, serve, things of that nature, as we're looking at a Wisp purposely pulling aggro to that Voodoo Lounge, and now Lin being forced to pull back. One of the many strengths of Moon, I would say, is his ability to be able to set up a ninja expansions. And someone actually suggested I call Moon's expansions Death Stars because they are secret Moon bases. All right, so yeah, from now on, whenever Moon sets up a secret base or a ninja expansion, as I've often said in the past, I'll just call them Death Stars. Keeper of the Grove now on the way out here. We're looking at Blade Master making its way down. It did not clear out that Ogre Magi there, but did pick up that Circlet of Nobility and that Dust of Appearance. Windwalk has come to an end, and now going after this Moonwell here to try and put some pressure down. We are looking at Huntresses being trained up as the Blade Master of Lin is going to be able to force Moonwell to get a cancellation here. This is doubly important as it does supply block Moon, and Moon's sitting at 21 over 20 supply right now, and for some reason, once more, the overhead overlay is not actually loading up Moon's information. That is rather annoying. I can try and fix it, but I feel like if I try and fix it, I might actually break the overlay even further. So, 50% is better than nothing, unless you're an Asian, what stereotypical Asian American family, then 50% is worse. Is well,
A town is under
90%
siege.
is the same as 0%. Anyways, let's come back around here. Grunt looking to find and scout out a hidden Moonwell as well, but that's gonna get canceled once more. Moon, oh nope, it looks as though it is gonna be able to get finished. There is an entangle there now. Well, it looked as though that the Moonwell was not gonna get finished, but because of monitoring the hit point bar, you actually didn't see where exactly the Moonwell was in terms of construction. Keeper of the Grove gonna get an easy kill off on this Grunt here, down to 131 hit points. Oh, actually, no, one or two more shots needed. Blade Master gonna try and get that last final shot off there. One more shot, yep, does end up taking it down. A Keeper of the Grove, I don't believe, got the experience, and now going after this Moonwell once more. A Blade Master trying to inch its way towards the Keeper of the Grove, gonna back or force that unit to back away again. Meanwhile, we are taking the tier 2 that is nearly done, a new Grunt to replace the one that was already taken down, and now Huntress is out onto the battlefield. Tech to tier 2 just now started by Moon, as Moon is rebuilding his lost Moon Wells, and now Lin retreating back. Where is Moon gonna go with this Blade Master here? Trying to head back off to the north. We're looking at Grunts, sitting back currently as the Blade Master still just wandering around here. And this is a much more harassment style of orc than I've seen in the past. Normally harassment, I guess in years past, don't go this, it isn't as heavy-handed. The Blade Master is still sitting at level 1 at this time, and what we may be looking at is the Shadow Hunter coming out as the second hero. And as the Shadow Hunter as the second hero, he's going to try and get higher up in level. Any chance you can cast the Smile Cup right now? Hawk playing against all the best Asian players? No, sorry, Lake. Blake, I only have about another 50 minutes of casting left. Life gets in the way of being of my hobbies, and this is unfortunately only a hobby. Um, yeah. Blade Master looking to, well, perhaps head back down across. I would have loved to cast Hawk versus Infi, Hawk versus Moon, Hawk versus Lin. That would all be absolutely a blast. Not out of want. The want and the desire to do so is definitely there. Yep, but sometimes you don't get what you want. What more can be said? Shadowhunter now clearing out creep camps alongside those grunts that we saw earlier. Probably not unless you can get half of or quarter of the financial support from back to WarCraft. I would have to. It would make it easier to try and cast. That is definitely the case, but I also have to admit, I do very well, and I'm doing very well in life. All right, I got my master's, working in tech, so that's another one of the reasons I've got to support the family. So even if I got a quarter of the financial support from that Back to Warcraft got, I don't know how much they get. If I got a quarter of the financial support from Back to Warcraft, I could perhaps not feel as guilty casting as I do right now, spending time away from my kids, but doing this more for me and my mental health because I simply enjoy it. Good morning, Burrow Rush. Keeper of the Grove now heading back off to the north here. Shadow Hunter alongside a Wind Rider clearing out these creep camps. But you can see the Serpent Ward back across here. Not quite sure why he purposely flew off over the head here, ending up getting ensnared down. Serpent Wards are now being placed down pretty heavily as we are looking at an Alchemist as that second hero. Keeper of the Grove at 3. Alchemist is at 1. Shadow Hunter picks up a Pure Up of Vitality as the Blade Master now looking to back away. Blade Master has been playing the harassment game throughout, and now that Shadow Hunter is nearly at level 3. So we're starting to see more and more of this style of play. The earlier hero is not the hero that you actually want to level up more. The earlier hero has turned into the harassment hero, as in this case, that Blade Master is still level 1 harassing, while the Shadow Hunter, because all of the green and orange creep camps close to the base were not cleared out, had an easy time getting to level 3. All right, this is a bit interesting as we see Moon does that's no Moon. That is a secret Moon base. The Death Star here trying to entangle this gold mine, but the Blade Master is going to be forced to back up. Level 1 Farseer versus or level 1 a bit is fine, but you need the level 3, Shadow Hunter or that level 3 Tauren Chieftain. So that's what we're looking at. The Farseer and the Blade Master are the harassment heroes. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter is really the one dealing a large amount of damage. And that Overlord actually, well, kind of getting caught between multiple positions here. Serpent Ward's actually taking damage now. Or is that the Wind Rider taking damage? Oh, Wind Rider taking a fair amount of damage. May need to back off here. Has to be careful. You don't want to lose a Wind Rider accidentally to any sort of creeps here, as they are expensive units. All right, Wind Rider down to 66 hit points. Going to back away. There's a healing ward. There's a Rune of Healing. Go ahead and pick that up right there. That is going to be important. Meanwhile, Blade Master, well, Blade Master able to walk away. Sentinel Scouts now being used pretty heavily as the Shadow Hunter does get up to level 3. There's that Rune of Healing. There's the Battle Drums that will most likely just be sold, or will they hold on to it to not have to go for a Kodo? Kodos are pretty much glass cannons of the Orc army. They represent a large amount of damage, and not themselves deal a lot of damage, but they are also relatively weak. They don't move around easily. Archers are able to poke them down very fast. As we're looking at a Scroll of Talon portal coming back in, Serpent Wards now being placed down here. 2 Serpent Wards already down, waiting for that cooldown to come to an end. And the Huntresses, well, Huntresses must have nightmares of Serpent Wards. Right, little Huntress's father trying to put the Huntress down to bed. They're like, but there's a serpent ward underneath the bed, and just poking and poking and poking as the lightning shield now coming down as well. All right, there's multiple serpent wards inside the base right now. Healing spray being used as well. Lightning shield going down across onto the grunts as the wisp are being forced to try and detonate their acid bomb coming back around. Serpent wards are still doing a little bit of poking. Kodo Beast is out onto the battlefield. Blade Master being forced to retreat back. Kodo Beast trying to eat a Huntress, but that is not working out well as grunts are going to get taken out as well. More damage coming back across multiple sides. Kodo Beast, is it going to eat a grunt? Yes, it is. It is not dining and dashing, though. One last Huntress gets taken away as the Kodo Beast does now finally decide, you know what? Now is a good time to leave the party.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wind Riders. Yep, there is one Wind Rider in the air. I don't believe we are going into Envenom Spears. We're not even at tier 3. 46 over 51 supply. Going up against Moon, 47 over 60 supply. Moon does have more workers because of this expansion here. So Moon should be able to buy some decent items, some scrolls of healing to try and make up for that earlier damage as the Shadow Hunter dropping some Serpent Wards already. Blade Master, Lightning Shield diving on in. A lot of, Wisp are needed here and to try and remove that bit of damage as a healing wave bounces onto the Blade Master but goes nowhere else. That's always a little bit of a dangerous proposition. Thank you for the follow, Evergreen, as we're looking at the Blade Master looking to finish off more and more of those units. All right, trying to finish off Huntress. Huntress down to 94 hit points. 48 going to get finished off there. Final Spear takes it down as the Shadow Hunter is out of mana. Shamans with Lightning Shield at Adept Training, able to deal fair amounts of damage between the Blade Master and the Grunt. However, Potion of Invulnerability finally being used there, forcing Moon to use a Potion of Invulnerability, even though he is surrounded by a sea of Moonwell juice. All right, more damage coming back across. Oh, perfect hideaway right there as the Huntress, gets in a little bit of extra bonus damage as well. Turning back around, that Huntress is down to 44 hit points. It should not be trying to drink some Moonwell juice just before, as we're looking at another Entangle go down on that Grunt. Entangles on the Grunt, incredibly important. Grunt not going to go anywhere at all. Meanwhile, we are, setting up an expansion by Lin. Lin, with the expansion here, now mining away pretty consistently and easily. Healing spray coming back in, but Moon is low on mana. 2-2 upgrades for the Night Elf units, 0-2 upgrades for the Blade Master and the Shadow Hunter. Kodo Beast, and representing a 10% damage bonus there. So I guess you can say that's 1-2 upgrades. Essentially, if you're within range, as the Blade Master is inching closer to level 3. All right, timing on this attack, Shadow Hunter looking to put in pressure once more. Those Serpent Wards, there's a Serpent Ward hiding under the beds of Huntresses at night, as we're looking at a transition now into mass archers. Archers 18 to 24 damage with the improved range already, and we are only at Tree of Ages. During this time, I'm gonna go after this gargantuan sea turtle creep camp, get to level 3 on the Blade Master. Blade Master perhaps gonna pick up a nice, powerful, consumable item. What is it going to be? Potion of Greater Mana given quickly to that Shadow Hunter. A great item for that Shadow Hunter indeed, as the Shadow Hunter, will want plenty of Serpent Wards. Look at this. Moon setting up dual Ancient Protectors, but it looks like it's easily going to be scouted out here, and any secret plans that Moon was trying to go for not going to work out at all, as the Serpent War going to quickly just detonate itself, not wanting to accidentally give more experience. All right. It was said that Orc players in general have been relying a lot on their items and using their gold on items in order to win out their battles, and that continues to be the case here. We're looking at the Shadow Hunter, who is just constantly purchasing more and more clarity potions to get more mana. Entangle onto that Blade Master. There's a healing wave bouncing around again, and another Serpent Ward is going to get thrown down here. A little bit of a chase. The Serpent Ward able to get in damage, 27 to 30. onto an archer. Should have been targeting those huntresses instead. There's a dust of appearance. Once more acid bomb. That huntress never stood a chance as it was easily revealed right there. Serpent Ward still being placed down. Shadowhunter could try to throw down another, and that one potion of greater mana could be the difference right here, as it is currently low on mana. There's the healing wave. Are we going to see another Serpent Ward getting thrown down? No, we are not. Only using healing wave, as the Blade Master is just diving in very deeply at this point in stage in the game. Blade Master now trying to back away. More healing wave bouncing back again. Kodo Beast is eating up another bit of Huntress, as we are looking at Scrolls of Healing still being purchased again. This is a live cast of a replay. No Thorns Aura. Don't see spiked barricades. Wait, did the Keeper of the Grove go for Thorns Aura? Is that what you're telling me? Where is the Keeper of the Grove? Alright, Keeper of the Grove actually went for Thorns Aura. Alright, so Thorns Aura to try and reflect back some of that damage, as the Voodoo Lounge getting absolutely pelted by mass arrows, but the attack now coming in from behind. Serpent Wards are being placed down. Thorns Aura is right there. Grunts are gonna find themselves taking a fair amount of damage. Scroll of Protection coupled with Scrolls of Healing on that Keeper of the Grove. Is Moon going to be able to hold this? That is the question there, as we should be looking at the Alchemist continuing to try and use more healing spray. Thorns Aura, is it going to really reflect back that much damage, as Grunts are getting taken down? Level 4 now on the Alchemist. Alchemist does also have a healing scroll as well, can use it once more. And this, high armor Thorns Aura Archer army taking quite a bit of damage, as we are looking at, 60 supply compared to 64. Moon still having a slight advantage here. Not enough mana on the Alchemist, though, as we're looking at Staff of Preservation onto the Alchemist to drink more and then join back in on this fight. It looks like Moon is just waiting to walk back here. There's even an outpost, a Moonwell outpost right in between the bases for Moon to continually heal. I did not see, there is a Moonstone being used as well. Perhaps that's going to be used at the start of the battle to give a little bit of more natural regeneration as well. Moon starting to put pressure on this base here. Watchtower is in position. Here we are. Damage going to get added up. More damage in comes some Trent that was not lined up well at all. Actually, no, it could have been, as we're looking at the units trying to engage here. All right, Wind Riders can easily get taken out. Are we going to look at some healing spray? Yes, healing spray onto that Archer. Archer looking to back away and able to do exactly that. Damage adding up so quickly, as more archers are just simply walking through the fire and flames, trying to get rallied back through. A little bit of a danger right there. Healing wave being used. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability still trying to come online. There's Dust of Appearance as the archer trying to retreat all the way back and unable to get to safety. All right, Huntress is getting taken down, and perhaps delaying his attack just a split second longer would have, or 5 seconds longer would have allowed the Huntresses and the archers to actually rally together, as opposed to being completely trapped right here, losing a handful of those units in transition. Not a good idea. Shadowhunter sitting at level 5, continuing to fight. 62 supply compared to the Alchemist, who is now sitting at 975, still continuing to try and heal as well. How much damage is being done by Thorn's Aura, as so much healing is constantly being done as well. All right, more healing spray being used. Huntress trying to get within range once more. Gonna stick around for a little while longer, but Moon's army is starting to fall. 48 supply compared to 59, and Moon does in fact give the GG. Moon losing that fight, but mainly losing that fight because I believe one Huntress and 2 archers ended up walking through the army of Lin, unable to do any real damage. It just, miss rally point, losing those units in transit, and losing those units in transit, really cost them that battle there. The Thorns Aura, a nice addition. I don't truly know how much damage was being done by Thorn's Aura, but in a game like this where it is a battle of attrition, any bit of damage that sticks is, damage that matters. Hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, if you're watching on YouTube, find another video. If you're watching here on Twitch, stick around.